They are, and they can come from multiple fronts right now. Most of them trying to come from this mid-B connector here as they try to run up against the wall, but Crunchy shuts down Asuna right away. Shock darts coming in to slow them down as well on the Slink. They cannot break free as Crunchy just keeps it up.
But Stellar, even while Flash is able to get a trade, keeps this retake opportunity maybe alive, but Stellar is weak, and the space to work with here for 100 Thieves has been limited to one direction that Soniqs are all focused on. Yeah, and the kills are just absolutely fluid and efficient. Good attempt here from Derrek as he gets a couple of connections, but not enough to really deter the post plant. And Soniqs,
as they are just taking this life for free, he's trying to hide in the back corner, see if he can at least bring one down as Crunchy will peek him and bang! Well, he pops off there, and he's going to hold this position as they plant, buying time for the rotation. They have been advancing this retake, but they do lack the firepower.
Yeah, but even still, the fact that 100 Thieves do have room to work with because of Bang's position, he's actually able to find a second kill. Iyen will come forward to collect the Spectre and back away, but it's a great snakebite isolation, and Bang's not done with the classic free weapon, by the way. So now Dizzy's by himself. Doesn't have anything else really to work besides the first snakebite. And as the spam comes out of the Spectre, oh, he does take down Derrek before he can get it to halfway. There's the last snakebite. Trying to use that, but it's short, but still finds the kill, tapping away at range. They're gonna challenge us on 100 Thieves. They actually want to retake here through mid, and it's gonna work out for first blood in a second. What a shot that is from Derrek.
Derrek's really good at Valorant. Just in case you didn't know, he's a pretty solid guy. Definitely a huge pickup for 100 Thieves. Definitely one of those Sovas in NA that people really had their eyes on, but oh! Breaking out is Soniqs out in middle. Crunchy helping it along. That's 2 for him now, getting it back to equal footing. And Derrek has low HP.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, we might have a scrappy start to this game as they're starting to redirect that spike to A. It's going to be on Derrek with low health to try to stop this.
Oh, he does get the one tap onto Dizzy. I was about to say, they're going to know for a fact that Bang's not in the sight. Ah! How has he done it?
Nuts. He's not shift. He's not.
Oh, and this is good clearance from Crunchy. They did also see one of the players, ooh, a little bit of the environment getting in the way, at least initially, as Asuna will still be collected as first blood. Iyen, long-range shots, not clean versus Stellar. Hunter's Fury defensively gonna stop this play, coming through tunnel, and it works out great as Shonk will fall. Kills are still being evenly traded, and a Viper's Pit may actually create a little bit of space for Soniqs to get the plant and some space to work with, and Crunchy see it off.
Yeah, just left Will alone, and he gets picked up by Iyen pretty quickly.
But look at the retake coming forward. You've got Asuna who wants to get back in. They reestablish the integrity of the Viper's Pit and collect the kill. Problem is, they also lose Will in the same breath mid-map. So now you have to rotate Derrek further over, and that leaves Stellar completely on his lonesome at A. Good flash.
Good flash. But Derrek says, I don't give a rip. Puts it right between Shonk's eyes, gives him a 4 versus 3 situation. Now they can start working together back to defend this site, and Stellar anchoring firmly there with 2 of his own. It's just Iyen now.
Recombo in on the paper. Going to get this way, but Will actually wants to try to beat the timing, but is not going to get anything with that. So first blood for Soniqs, still looking to commit to getting over towards B. Null command for Asuna had been spent, even as he falls to the Hunter's Fury, he is revivable, and that's actually going to be the case as Derrek is able to get him back into the action, and bang! Oh, he's been so good individually over here towards B. He slows things down a touch, and actually, interesting enough, Soniqs is backing off, but their spike carrier and Shonk is still forward. Stellar's watching the angle, and it's the shock dart to get the job done, so now you got to get the spike collected, and 100 Thieves, they can actually back off a little bit, knowing that Soniqs have to commit into sight.
Yeah, Hunter's Fury is going to come out here from Derrek to further stall this thing from being planted. He will get the tag, and Runi and Iyen are low on HP, so this 2v3 from 100 Thieves actually has some weight behind it. There's actually a real shot it can work. Stellar might get the jump here. No, Iyen turns around. It's all on Derrek now.
But he's full HP against 2 players that are maybe only 1, but it doesn't make... There is a defender inside that's Stellar with the 2, but what a shot that is! Second one trying to get lined up, but Iyen will counter. Will retaking up towards the halls, has done more than enough. A double for him and 100 Thieves. Even though they will give up the plant, they hold significant numbers in this 4v2 retake.
Yeah, Will's lit the fuse here. Had a little bit of a slow start to this game. That's 2 big kills to get his team back into this retake situation here. See if they can pull it all the way off.
Not bad from Runi to go 1 for 1 in a position that he's got nothing to do. And Diz has picked up the operator. Smoke will block. Snakebite will immediately come out to stop anything from being even touched diffuse-wise. Should be a quick test, and there it is.
And this is a big round. Again, if Soniqs loses, they're probably saving for last, so.
Yep.
One down.
The front end of the barrel from iyen sticks out, gives the advantage to Will, and Asuna, who slipped back into the B side in the long range area, will be able to kind of handle that.
On their progress, snake bites also slow them down, but now the null command comes in. They're starting to try to punch forward. They find Will with the big entry. A lot now on Bang's shoulders. Great flash though comes in them to play off of. Derrek coming in as well.
But Asuna will drop, so he's going to be in revive mode for 2v2. Spike planted, Stellar watching over the top. Oh, just barely not seen shonk, but maybe caught the top of his tin head for a moment there.
One enemy
Asuna gets finished, but Derrek just does not lose anything ever, always. Yep.
He played anti-flash so well there and then turned immediately after it and got his man.
Trying to get quickly over towards A, and actually, this is great isolation onto Dizzy, who has, what do I do? Where do I go? And Asuna is able to get the opening 3 kills. Derrek will stop there from being chances of an ace, and everything falls with iyen now for what would have to be a 1v5. Not enough shots to get through this just off the headhunter, and that will be it. Crunchy gets red, still pushes forward. That is risky. Even still is suppressed and wants the second fight, so Derrek will get the kill. There's an opportunity to collect that rifle if 100 Thieves want, but they're actually just going to push right on in. Iyen's able to take the opening from the high ground position.
The owl drone flew right by him and didn't look. It was looking towards tunnel, so he literally just got to stay there and get a freebie. Okay, Bang's still making it 3-on-3 post plant though.
That is an off snake bite that will get the job done. Oh, Iyen's predicted this very nicely. Easy isolated kill, gives an opportunity for numbers. Derrek on the outside though. Oh, it's just so much confidence. One tap with the Guardian, no problem. Never a question about it. And now as he takes the second elimination, there's going to be a double up, so Bang will get the team shots in, and then the long range Spectre will also
retake off at the knees. So it can never really get launched as Bang catches Dizzy out in middle. There's Rooney done for, and honestly, it was always going to be an uphill battle for Soniqs with the low buy, but they had to do what they could here. Found a couple of frags, but Stellar really just kind of adds icing to the cake. I'll just save these 2 weapons now, you'd have to imagine. Or not. iyen making a move.
There's just not a lot of time for this, but it may not matter. It's just down to Derrek again. 1v2 recon bolt should reveal iyen. There's the shoulder. Good damage coming through. Careful, because you're getting flanked in the back! Oh! Some consideration just by pre-fire and spam, but look at the follow-up. Derrek is right here to try to check every single corner, and Stellar delayed through middle will also make sure there will be no contest through double doors. Problem about this is the defenders on site for Soniqs have done very well to stop this play.
Good flash though, gets Asuna 1. Stellar bounces off the back of it. It's just shonk now.
Let's play.
And he has to come up big to keep this game going.
Shutting them down.
Life will reveal 1, but it doesn't matter. Good gravy. That will push iyen out. And he will just walk back, actually, not even rendezvous away. So he's not trying to give away his position. Molotov trying to get here to stop this play, but the smoke dissection of the map is brilliant for 100 Thieves. But iyen up top, oh boy, nearly a chance for 3. But it's 100 Thieves that keep it at even margin, and they have the spike planted with B tower control. Yeah,
they're low on health, though, on Derrek and Will, so there's definitely some ways back into this round right now for Soniqs if they can work quickly enough. They have to break this barrier down, though. That's buying some time. Bang can also stall them again with another Sky Smoke. And so it's really going to be about time. You know, if 100 Thieves can just buy enough of it, it doesn't matter if they have low HP.
Yeah. On the Aftershock, does connect on the shonk, kind of volunteers his body there. And that's not great news because now both players are low. Dizzy, maybe an opportunity as he gets 2, but Bang was quick to follow up. Good double chow for 100 Thieves to once. They're going to be used to take care of Arcade. And then a little bit further forward, good shells coming out. And Stellar on the barrier orb takes down another. That is so good. Spike will be dropped, healing orb out, and 100 Thieves have full B control.
That's a Mike's and Shongare's watermelon brain set piece if I've ever seen one.
Now I'm just picturing Sean Garrett in the shape of Hey Arnold.
That's football head, not watermelon. To do it now, their own Rolling Thunder and Satchel Charge. Asuna goes in the back lines and catches Crunchy. Bypasses the site entirely. Shonk, though, fighting back, keeping this interesting. Asuna might be in some trouble as well as Runi drops below, but he catches onto it.
Revive will be free. Asuna, showstopper, looking to get a huge collab on it, but At least it has kept Soniqs at bay for a little while longer. So now a 2-2 split for the defensive retake. It's iyen working with Shonk on one side. Crunchy brought back to life with Dizzy on the other. Orbital strike to try to flush off Bang, but even as he goes to low ground, it's another double for Derrek as he drops. So now it's down to a 1v1. Bang creating some separation, has a look, not just at the spike, but also for the orbital. That'll pull Dizzy off, and likely with the time expiring, will also win the round. Sure will. One more shoulder, just to make sure Diz is not on it, and 100 Thieves will go up 5-0.
Thing about this map, though, defensively, you have to kind of do things like that to give yourself early intel or early map control, but they just guess wrong, and 100 Thieves use it to their advantage. They're about to go up 6-0, perhaps.
Absolutely, and it's the style of the rounds that at least have been contestable for Soniqs that are a reprisal of what we had seen all through Breeze. So many winnable rounds that just get stolen away because 100 Thieves are getting hero moments, and now Will able to find the top side picture pretty quickly.
Yeah, Asuna going into B towers here. Dizzy able to fend off the first one and the second. This is getting a little bit scary all of a sudden for 100 Thieves. They're catching the frags elsewhere, though, and it's kind of forcing Dizzy to do it alone, trying to stay alive as best he can, and he keeps doing so. Rez used weirdly.
And that's the thing, is you thought it was going to bait out Diz for position, but it still does not matter.
Rolling Thunder comes in, clearing out a way forward onto site. Shonk, though, stuff stellar. And this is a chance here for Soniqs. This is their moment. Or is it?
Or is it?
Derrek's so good at the game, bro.
Dude. Come on.
Sova main? Yeah, right. This guy doesn't matter. Just doesn't matter.
Lion up top is going to get red here. Missed shot. Derrek just going to kind of keep finessing underneath. Resets, but not able to get the kill. Okay, 2v2. You have to move quickly, though, if you're Soniqs. You still have 2 flashes to play with. Molly's going to stop the initial defusal. You have to start flushing these players back if you're Soniqs. Good spam coming up. Bang down to 1 HP. May not make a difference. No, it doesn't. Will come through. That's the go button for 100 Thieves to move forward. Counter will come through, and that's well played. Timing-wise, perfect, but Stellar even still keeps the play alive, maybe even more so than you would initially expect. But iyen, with a more assertive weapon in hand, will keep this B zone in possession of the Soniqs, but it's Will. This would be a 1v3 in technicality, and he's gotten up the B tower. And nobody from Soniqs is watching this. It's just a cross from Shonk down low. Gets the first, nearly slips away, but Shonk gets the trade, and Soniqs on the board.
And yeah, they're looking to go all in on this aggression. It might work. Showstopper counter from Asuna, but Stun can't really get it off the way he wants to.
Oh, even the orbital strike getting forced. 100 Thieves are going to isolate this. Oh, that is such a good read, knowing that there are multiple members here. You cut the defense into 2 pieces and just absolutely overwhelm to hit this if you're iyen. First shot has to connect. Also in a little bit of trouble here in the backside, but okay. Crunchy and iyen, a couple of eliminations. That'll open the door. But, well, there's really still a hard-pressed retake in front, and it's unfortunate for Diz. iyen also gets the bang treatment, and it'll be an 11-1/2 for 100 Thieves does. Nice little up and over for Shonk to get some high ground control as well. A little flank play coming out, and Derrek actually wants to challenge iyen. Gets punished for it, and so will. That's a weird sentence. Shonk able to at least follow up and keep the numbers in favor of the Soniqs attack, and, well, retake-wise, it's all got to come through this barrier orb.
One enemy remaining.
Might last a little bit longer. All of a sudden, Stellar alone here, no real chance, and so, yeah.
A little boost across, but the Boombot has opened the doors, and, ooh, for a moment you thought Shonk was dead, but he does get away.
Shonk.
Paint Shells will finish.
I mean, you had to move there. You can't stay.
Yeah.
I mean, it exposes himself to sight, so I get it, but, I mean, you have to pull the trigger on that. And now, all of a sudden, Bang finds iyen. They're trying to take on to B, but they're doing so a couple of men down. Bang can just keep putting pressure here as he buys time for rotations. This is looking like perhaps the beginning of the end here for Soniqs in this upper bracket. And we'll maybe get a plant. This retake's going to be potent.
Absolutely. Oh, it's just quick. Headshots everywhere.
Steal
That's
while
what
you're
you do. I mean, spam, that's what you do. Control again coming through, although iyen is once again in position to try to punish. This is going to feel very familiar for the 2 players coming around the corner, but this time they will not be bested. Oh, that's an unfortunate blast pack. Dizzy just gets popped up, doesn't turn around to look, as you mentioned. And it's Will for a double as 100 Thieves are just a couple of seconds away from closing this map out.
Yeah, Crunchy hiding inside the smoke. That's only going to last so long before Stellar could probably sniff this out and finish this thing off. And yeah, it doesn't even turn around to pay attention to spawn. And now runi alone with 8 HP in a dream.
It'll feel more like a nightmare, though. Yep, sure will. Wow. This 100 Thieves team is playing at a much more efficient level than they had been last weekend. And that's, not, good pretenses for anyone who's putting their way through this upper bracket on the top side of